Hey there guys, so last time in the anime, we saw that Zenos came to the Royal Healers Academy to help Becker and get information in return. Becker asked Zenos to look into missing students' cases, as there are several students that have gone missing, and Ermin thinks Gold Dran, the vice director, could be behind this. The vice director was aiming to take the place of the current director of the academy, and a student named Alfred who joined Goldran's faction a month ago had also gone missing. So if Zenos catches Goldran's eye and manages to get into his faction, it would help them with the investigation, and just then several reports came in about ghosts appearing. So Goldran sent his minions for exorcising them. Zenos was also on the list, and there he wiped out many ghosts and even a zombie king on his own. But he learned that undead are drawn to stronger undeads, and Zenos got Carmilla, a wraith, so basically they are the reason undead are showing up so much. So when Carmilla heard of this, she got proud that her overwhelming charm is overflowing, but she thought Zenos might kick her out, but nah. Zenos thinks it's even more important to keep her around in this case. Lily got jealous because she wants to hear Zenos say that about her anyway. Carmilla was quite taken in that Zenos wants her by his side even though she's an undead, and elsewhere, Crescent was getting all the credit for undead extermination. But the secretary had his eyes on Zenos as well, and according to the report, he didn't do much. But Crescent has some value in life, and that's why he honestly admits that Zenos was the one who killed all the undead, and even that zombie king. Saying this, he goes off. Although Crescent didn't like it, but Zenos did save his life back then, so thanks to that, Goldran invited Zenos into his faction. Becker was impressed with Zenos, but Zenos thought Crescent was about to take the credits. In any case, a big hurdle was out of their investigation, so that's that. But now comes the interview part. Zenos got upset. He still has to deal with more, because the interview will be taken by Goldran himself. Zenos wished Becker could do something in this, because he's an elite healer. A cut above Goldran, but titles and political power are two separate things, so now all of it depends on Zenos to shine in this interview. Goldran had his secretary with him, and he makes it clear that if someone possesses power, they should aim higher, especially when they are healers. Healers are an important part of this kingdom due to their history. That's why Goldran plans to enter the high-class society. And that's also the reason he has created his faction to reap the benefits. In his eyes, every life is worth differently according to how much power or money they possess. And then he asked Zenos to draw a magic circle, which he did, and impressed Goldran instantly. With it, Goldran accepted him into his faction. And then the next day, Goldran was showcasing his power, and Zenos joined Crescent in the very back. All the newbies start from here, and Crescent was planning to make good use of Zenos to climb his way up anyway. Goldran is on rounds to look at patients, but he only sees important VIPs. So Zenos wanted to take a closer look and goes to see how Goldran heals. A patient had a sprained ankle, so Goldran used 2 kids to heal him. That was a new sort of healing technique to witness, and Crescent explained that this is heal transfer magic, where Goldran uses the life force of others to boost the healing factor in the patient. The more serious the injury, the more number of people they need. That's one reason to increase kids in his faction, and another one is that he wants power to get the seat of director. And taking this chance, Zenos asked about Alfred, and Crescent knew about the guy. A month ago, he vanished, and Crescent only knows that before that Alfred went to a dinner party Goldran arranges for promising students. That was good info Zenos gathered, yet still they need solid evidence against him. So Becker tasks him to infiltrate these so-called dinner parties. Zenos didn't mind as long as he gets paid. But then some coins fell down, and Becker asked him which coin on the floor would he choose. There were gold, copper, and silver. But before Zenos could answer, Ermin showed up with something, and Becker had to leave. And on the other side, the girls were hungry that Zenos isn't around. So Linda sneaked into the house to sniff Zenos' scent, but Zofia was here too. She was here for cleaning though, but then Loie came in. So the 3 of them started to clean up to keep the house up to date for their man. Then back to the Royal Academy. Crescent was tasked with watching over Goldran's pup. He has to groom it, wash it, and even feed and take it out for a walk. Yet somehow he's proud to do that anyway. Goldran was in a meeting with nobles to get them on his side, and Crescent was dreaming to get a promotion so that one day he could also enjoy his life. Because once he also wished to heal everyone he could, but Crescent realized that money and power are more reliable than kindness. Then there comes a man who gets ticked seeing Goldran's mutt. So he goes off cursing Gold Dran to his heart's content. He's an old friend and first secretary of Gold Dran, who does nothing but drink all day. But then he threw his bottle at Crescent, and the braking impact scared the pup, and it ran off. Sadly, it got into an accident and was near death. Normal healing can't save it. But Zenos knew how to treat it. Crescent didn't believe Zenos could save the dog, but he did, which surprised him. Well, in any case, time passes by and Zenos was with Ermin. She opens up that she feels sorry that Zenos has to be dragged into this mess. Zenos doesn't mind because he's getting paid in return. More so, he got the chance to learn about his old master and learn at the proper hospital too. So he's good with that much. Zenos doesn't even know who his master was or his background at all. Seems shady, but still he's the one who taught him everything about healing magic. Zenos knows. Ermin could relate to that, because Becker is the same for her. He's a mentor to her, and he's also her uncle, and currently she's conducting how to preserve medicine under him. Just like that, they gave company to each other for a while. But then, as they were returning, Crescent came to them after he got into a mess. And right there our episode 9 ends, so stay tuned to watch more episode of this anime, and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Till then, take care.